Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and stay tuned by clicking the bell icon. Heartstopper Season 2 Review. A triumph in storytelling. The queer coming-of-age series from Netflix delivers even more depth and charm in its second season. Remember all those fluttery, gushy, heartfelt vibes you felt when you first tuned into Heartstopper in April 2022. They're about to make a comeback. So have a couch pillow and grab some Kleenex, because you're bound to laugh and tear up again when the Netflix series premieres August 3. There is already great news going into Season 2. The series, which is based on the graphic novel by Alice Oseman and produced by Seesaw Films, has already been picked up for a third season. That gives Oseman plenty of room to explore characters more deeply and pace things out in Season 2. And what a delight this show still is. The series, which traces the blooming friendship and romance between two teenage boys, Charlie and Nick, Joe Locke and Kit Connor, quickly grabbed a 100% certified fresh critics rating on Rotten Tomatoes after it debuted last year. It even made a dent on TikTok. #Heartstopper has now collected more than 4.3 billion views. What's the allure? Well, there's Charlie and Nick, of course, which Locke and Connor embody to winning ends. If these two characters weren't dubbed Couple of the Year last year, then surely that can happen in 2023. Rarely in recent memory have audiences cared for and taken such a deep investment with the bond between two characters. And rarely has a series been able to capture the vulnerabilities of teenage life or exploring what it means to come to terms with your sexuality and gender quite as remarkably as Heartstopper has. Love Victor tried but ultimately felt too watered down. David, Dan Levy, and Patrick, Noah Reed, on Schitt's Creek. Yes, that was a TV romance to savor, but had its frustrations. Prep the hashtags now. #Charlie and Nick Forever. If Season 1 was decidedly boy meets boy, as it tracked Charlie and Rugby playing Nick's newfound bond in secondary school, then Season 2 is surely boy keeps boy. How Alice Oseman translates that onto the screen is a joy to watch. Charlie is out and proud, and Nick, who came out as bisexual to his mother, Olivia Colman, is finding his way at his own pace. He hasn't felt comfortable coming out to the entire school, especially his rugby buddies, and when his older brother David, Jack Barton, arrives on the scene, Nick faces yet another challenge of being his authentic self. Also new this season is Thibault de Montalembert as Stéphane, Nick's father. How Nick holds his own with each of these characters is a significant story arc in Season 2. That and romance, a lot of it, and not just between Charlie and Nick. But boy, aren't they sweet and adorable. Connection, commitment, deepening bonds, and teen relationships are rampant in school this year. In that respect, Heartstopper expands its focus, moving beyond just Charlie and Nick. Look no further than Elle and Tao, Yasmin Finney and William Gao, who, like Charlie and Nick before them, begin to consider if there is room for more in their friendship. Oseman does an exceptional job at pacing that out across several episodes, never making romance the ultimate goal, really. Rather, it's the exploration of what lies beneath the surface in these teens, and within us, that makes Heartstopper tick. Other characters get some creative love throughout the season too. Pay close attention to Toby Donovan, who delivers a sublime performance as Booknerd Isaac, who appears to always be on the sidelines but proves to show real depth this season. Donovan is but one of many strong actors in this riveting ensemble cast. In a great burst of storytelling, creator Alice Oseman plots out Season 2 by using significant events in these teenagers' lives to move the story and their evolution along. There's obviously Prom, an episode that truly stands out, but the finest scenes take place over several episodes in Paris, where the class embarks on a field trip with their teachers. Between a lovely visit to the Eiffel Tower, a jaunt deep into the heart of the Louvre, and those romantic walks down Paris streets, this series, similar to the way Ted Lasso grabbed you when it ventured out into London, dives deeper into the psychological makeup of its characters. It's here in Paris, actually, where Nick reunites with his businessman father, a meeting that is bound to leave an impact. Most unique, perhaps, is how well Heartstopper truly establishes itself as something more than a queer show. It is that in many ways, but it's so much more. Yes, it's great to see gay, bi, and trans characters fill the screen, but the bottom line is this. Heartstopper has become a wonderfully truthful and authentic look at being a teenager and coming into your own. Kit Connor is mesmerizing to watch. There is a rawness to his performance that you often don't see in younger actors. Get this guy onto the big screen, please. As Charlie, Joe Locke often feels like the hero of this show. He is to some extent, however, in several episodes in the new season's second half, there's an interesting pivot in storytelling. It's when Nick and Charlie discuss Charlie's need to control certain aspects of his life. That discussion has deeper ramifications, of course, and it plants the seed for more exploration of a very important and timely issue, particularly when it comes to young males. Surely that will be addressed in Season 3. The ensemble cast continues to shine. Like Sex Education, these teenage characters simply shine. Corinna Brown, Kizzy Edgell, Sebastian Croft, Rita Norwood, Cormac Hyde-Corin, and Jenny Walzer have plenty to nosh on creatively this season. In the meantime, Heartstopper continues to draw attention beyond the Netflix screen. Heartstopper weekly book sales in the U.S. have skyrocketed to 1,700% more than usual. With Volume 1 often hovering around the #1 spot for YA fiction books in the U.S., the series reached a Netflix milestone, landing on its top 10 list in 54 countries. It's really affecting the culture. Creatively, the show is a lovely rarity in how well it is executed. Never too over the top, always interesting, and most importantly, truthful and authentic. In Charlie and Nick, and all these characters, really, we experience truly realized characters. And in an era where there's so much online fuss about being somebody you're not, so we can grab a couple of thousands of likes, is Heartstopper downright refreshing. If you liked the video, don't forget to like, comment, and share.